We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. Trevor Bauer, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, man. One of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
Striding into the box, Michael Jordan. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, number 45.
Here comes the first pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
First pitch, 7:06.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Popped him up. Embry will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Batting second, the first baseman, Jim Jolly.
So striding forward now, Jim Jolly, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Bauer is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box, Michael Black. And he puts it on the ground to second. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Stepping up now, Willie Gill, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Jolly stands at second with 2 gone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Row, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment.
The set and the 1-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. William Blankenship will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Batting second, no left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
At the plate now, Pete Armstrong. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
Nobody out, runner on first. And another foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. So now to the plate, J.C. Embry, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Ryan.
So striding in, Ryan Buckner, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0, and they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking, strike 3. Cubs strand 1. We are still scoreless. Stepping into the box, Marcus Gutierrez. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Gutierrez.
First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
In now, Claude Metz, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. The average coming in 257. 5 homers and 14 driven in. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
Count remains at 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
The 1-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Into the box now, Roger Casilla, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. At the plate, Freddie Santiago, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Santiago.
Here comes the first pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll check in here at 256. 3 homers and 21 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swinging a soft liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Hey, Dero, there's a case of trying to sneak a piece of cheese by a guy after starting him off with back-to-back off-speed pitches, has him 0-2, and can't get that fastball by him.
Yeah, you're doing him a favor right there. You got him dead to rights, 0-2. You can expand the zone. You can go north, south, east, west, and what does he do? He leaves a fastball, a hittable fastball, and he was able to get a knock.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Kipnis runs. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Hit back up the middle. And there's out number 2.
Batting it, the catcher, Jesse Padilla.
So in now for Chicago, Jesse Padilla. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. First pitch coming. Here it is. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And it's fouled away. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And it misses. 3-1 now.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
3-1. Here's the pitch. Chopper left side of the infield. Reined in. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. And we are tied 0-0.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now the pitch. Ken Gerald is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
The windup and the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
To the plate now, William Blankenship as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Greenberg will wait on it. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Michael Jordan.
Digging in to try it again, Michael Jordan. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Third inning, no score to this point. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see that these guys currently find themselves 4th in the NL in that category. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. At the plate, Jim Jolly. Pitch out, nothing doing. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. 2 out with the man at first. Fastball well outside.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Armstrong is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Reds leave 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Trevor Bauer.
The pitcher, Trevor Bauer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. So 4 of the first 7 outs thus far tonight have come via the punch out. And as we take a look at the Reds leaders in that category, you can see his name tops the chart. Now to the plate, Adam Greenberg. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Popped up. Metz waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The batter, the left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Digging in, Pete Armstrong. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
Into the box, J.C. Embry, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Now batting, Michael Black. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love, you know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the pitch. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Stepping in now, Willie Gill. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Armstrong will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the catcher, Marcus Gutierrez.
So coming to the plate, Marcus Gutierrez. Here's the first pitch to him.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
1-1 the count. Good pitch there down below the zone, got him to go after it.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming, and then boom, the bottom falls out of it. Terrific pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher. Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Into the box now, J.C. Embry. They'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
At the knees, strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. The pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Ryan Buckner waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Buckner. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the set-back.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
In now, Freddie Santiago. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Santiago is often heralded for his defensive capabilities patrolling the outfield. So much, in fact, it's not uncommon to hear the word elite when used in talking about his skill set. So I guess it goes without saying that his pitcher teammates always appreciate having him out there behind them.
Yeah, he just seems to be in the right place at the right time. I don't know if he could see the signs from out there, but it almost seems like he gets a jump before the pitch even reaches home plate.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Line toward right center. And this is going to find the seam in right center and should get to the ivy for extra bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Standing in now, Jason Kipnis, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set, the 0-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield, scooped up, and nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago, back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Thank you, Heidi.
Met.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Claude Metz is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. The 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
In now, Roger Casilla, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0.
1-1.
1-2 now.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every quadrant. He's tough to hit.
And it's fouled away. Skied into straightaway right. Santiago is underneath this one, and that's out number 2.
The batter, the right fielder, Ken Gerald.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ken Gerald. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First offering on its way.
Nope. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home is in off the plate.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. 3-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Not too many guys taking the mound today with this good a split. Look at the downward action on that thing. It's falling off the table.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He told me he can't recall many times where they've been able to get to a full count today. And while that's not always a necessity for success, they've clearly had their struggles today, especially when it comes to making things difficult on the opposing pitching.
Thank you, Heidi. So digging in now, Ben Zobrist, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0. Soft liner to the right side, but no problem at first, and that's the first out.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Stepping into the box, Jesse Padilla. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. No runs, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies.
Nope.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
And that misses. 2-1. Here it comes.
Ball 3.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
Into the box, Trevor Bauer. Here comes the first pitch. Wanting to avoid the double play here as he gets this one down. There's one, but wisely no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Digging in once again, Adam Greenberg. From the stretch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. In now for the Reds, William Blankenship comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Blankenship.
Now here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
At the plate now, Michael Jordan. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Count is 1-2 now. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Now here it comes.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Kipnis is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Cincinnati, the first baseman, Jim Jolly.
Ready for another chance? Jim Jolly. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball 1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Still no score. Standing in, Pete Armstrong. He singled his last time up.
No left fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
To the plate now, J.C. Embry. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
A runner at first with no outs here. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike. The throw down is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Manny. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. He's set. Here's the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second.
The first baseman, number 22,
The next Cub up, Ryan Buckner. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball inside.
Now the 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. Only play's going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
That's good hitting right there. Put the ball in play and let the guy trot home from third to put your team on the board. Good baseball.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Freddie Santiago. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him with a breaking ball this time. Misses down and in for a ball. 1-0. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Sharp ground ball to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So 1 run here, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Cubs 1 and the Reds nothing. At the plate, Michael Black. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Now here it comes. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Greenberg is there, and he has it for the first out. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Willie Gill. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box now, Marcus Gutierrez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now batting, shortstop, Claude Metz.
Standing in, Claude Metz, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch.
The Reds have been searching for that big hit all game long. Let's hope they can get it. They're starting to run out of time. It's about time for something to happen.
The 1-0 delivery. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
The 2-0 on the way. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
3 balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed 3-2.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Billy Palmer will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Billy Palmer.
So now to the plate, Roger Casilla. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Reds strand a couple. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Rondell Carlisle is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Mark Drake will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
And batting 9, number 47, Mark Drake.
First delivery to him on the way. Jason Kipnis is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Yanked high and deep down the line in right, and it's a foul ball. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist, and he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Jordan comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jesse Padilla. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 1 and the Reds nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in the outfielder, Ken Gerald.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
At the plate, Mark Drake. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
2 well-executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Just a touch outside, 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Ronnie Wickert enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Number 0, Ronnie Wickert. Now playing third base and batting 9. Number 12, Nick Castellanos.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Michael Jordan. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
Hey!
2 balls and a strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Two out, nobody on. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The next 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping in, Jim Jolly, man at first after the 2-out walk. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. High in the air out to center field. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. One left for Cincinnati. They still trail 1-0. Lincoln Veras is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 15, Lincoln Veras.
Nick Castellanos now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
The third baseman, Nick Castellanos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And he misses again. 2-0. Two balls and a strike.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Into the bleachers and gone.
And everyone in the home dugout just seemed to breathe a little easier. They're up 2 and only need 3 outs in their bullpen to wrap up the W. It's always nice to work with a little extra wiggle room.
Standing in now, Adam Greenberg. He'll ground this one foul for the first strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Oh, 1 here it comes. Soft grounder left side. A dive and he knocks it down. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Pete Armstrong.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. At the plate now, Pete Armstrong. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Veras, 37 years old. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again. You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
pulled toward right center field. Jordan will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, J.C. Embry.
Now at the plate, J.C. Embry. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. Here comes the first pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Runners on first with one down. Runner goes for second. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Buckner. Has a look, now the pitch.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Hey, that pitch right there caught entirely too much of the plate. Curveball that rolled over the heart of the plate. He's got to pull the trigger on that one.
A bullet to first base.
Now batting, right fielder, Freddie Santiago.
Stepping in, Freddie Santiago. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Swing and a line drive. But a foul ball.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Chopped toward the second baseman. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Reds. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Thomas Nicholas comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Now pitching and batting in the fifth spot, number 1, Thomas Nicholas. Now playing right field and batting seventh.
Coming to the plate now, Michael Black. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
The windup and the 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Down the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the ninth. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. the NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Coming to the plate now, Willie Gill. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball, that pitch is out.
One out, nobody on. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The next 3-2. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box now, Marcus Gutierrez. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope, ball 1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Now the 1-0.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw on to first, and the ball game is over.
Man, a hitter must feel hopeless against that kind of gas. That final pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and this thing is over.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The Cubs rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Trevor Bauer earned his 5th win of the year. William Blankenship is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Thomas Nicholas records the save, his league-leading 20th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.